Welcome back to Roundhouse Radio 98.3. I'm Kirk LaPointe. I'm your host every night between 6 and 9. Good to have you with us. You have to love public opinion surveys sometimes, especially when they reveal such an astonishing finding that men don't want to be alone for the holidays. A new poll says that men find Christmas Day the worst day of the year to be single. We're turning for observations representing 3.5 billion people on the planet to Josh Rackless. He's an interviewer, an actor, a comedian, a vlogger. Good to have you with us, Josh. On behalf of all men, represent here. What did you make of this survey?
Well, I thought about it, and the article said it was surprising. People assume isn't it women who want a boyfriend to share the holidays with and be romantic with and everything. But I realized, it's kind of true that it's men would want a girl more during the holidays because we like the hunt.
Yeah.
If you're single, if you're the type who's older than 20 and you're still looking to date and everything, and you're a guy, you kind of guys can have a girlfriend if they want. This is what I've learned. There are so many single women out there. If a guy wanted to settle down, he could. So if you aren't settled down, you sort of like the hunt. And the problem with the holidays is that everything shuts down. Like, I'm Jewish, so the equivalent for me is, if I'm on a dating website like jdate.com and I'm messaging people, sort of early December, the girls start to say, well, actually, I'm not available because it's Hanukkah and we got to do stuff for the holidays. So the girls kind of disappear for a month.
Yeah, you've got a big blackout period there.
Exactly. So.
Yeah.
And there's little mini blackouts during the year for Passover and stuff. And I start to get anxious. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Like, what am I going to do? I'm going to be alone. And the other thing about guys is that we don't really we like our families, but we don't as much like talking to them and stuff. So, if I have to go spend time with my family, if I'm alone, I don't have a girlfriend, I have to talk to my parents. I have to talk to my relatives. But if I have a girl,
she's like a distraction
she's my buffer.
And
I can sort of push her in.
Exactly. Yeah, that she's going to field at least a half dozen questions that you don't have to field, right?
And she's also going to answer them better than I would. They're going to be like, "Well, what's going on with you, Josh?" I'm like, "Well, ask Jen here," and she'll be like, "Oh, Josh is working so hard on this stuff," and she's not going to say something stupid.
They're it's like a validation of you. Of your year of non-accomplishment.
Clearly Josh is doing well. He's got a girl.
It can be made up over that. Yeah, exactly. So watching 5 NBA games on Christmas Day is not adequate?
Well, the problem for me too is my family doesn't really like sports, but probably the equivalent for me would be my dad likes watching science fiction, so he would have old Battlestar Galacticas on the DVR or something like that. So I guess I could watch them with him. But
does this say that men then have are they weak and vulnerable and lonely, or is it that they're romantic and want the pride that comes with a relationship?
Well, it's a combination. We want the pride that comes with a relationship because we're weak and lonely and insecure. I think back to the women I've dated that I've let go. I'm like, why did I let them go? And probably a lot of it is, it's like, well, I want to show off. If I was on a desert island with them, I would have been fine with them because I love talking to them. I'm attracted to them. It's good enough for me. But, they're not a supermodel. They're not the most famous woman in the world. And I think I deserve that, which is completely delusional.
Sure,
so that's the reason I'm still single. I think I'm worthy of someone who would never date me.
So if you get into a relationship around, say, late November, is it kind of crucial that you hang on to the relationship through the break?
Well, yeah. I guess that's dangerous too, though, because it's also, once you sort of go through Christmas with someone, now you're kind of tied in there. Like, you've met their family and everything. You can't just dump them right after Christmas. It's like, well, then you're a jerk.
Yeah.
And what word gets around? Women talk to each other and stuff.
Yeah, you spot this woman out on the street by herself on Boxing Day, and they go, well, where's Josh? And, well, we broke
Yeah.
up. Yeah, he he had me there for Christmas dinner and drove me home, and that's the last I've seen him. That's probably not a
Yeah.
good thing. It doesn't really enforce the respectability, and
Yeah.
it would get around. Yeah, I can see
Because it's
that.
very clear what you're doing. Because there's a period around, yeah, I guess the sort of the end of Christmas Day where the girls sort of start getting active again. Like
Uh-huh.
they've done Christmas Eve, did everything, and then they're back on Tinder. They're sort of sitting there with their parents, like, okay, I've sort of done the holidays. I kind of need a boyfriend for New Year's Eve now.
Hmm.
So they start, because there's that little period between Christmas and New Year's. That then now they're like really, this is like the sweet spot because they've done the holidays, but New Year's is like the big time. It's kind of like like if you go to bars on New Year's, you know that everybody there wants a New Year's kiss and everything. So you got the pick of the litter kind of thing.
I see.
So then it would be clear what you're
That's
doing.
such a nice way to put it too. I mean, I'm sure a lot
Yeah,
of women,
no, that's-
a lot of women are
that's-
listening right now, going, "Yeah, that was a really sweet thing to say." Yeah,
Yeah, this is kind of like the opposite of Sleepless in Seattle. They're listening to this going, oh my God, if I ever meet this guy.
I'm just getting an opportunity to peer into the 21st century life of the single man here. Hey, isn't the other side of it though? I guess the better side of this thing, the fact that men would maybe like to buy an important gift for someone on Christmas Day and present it. Doesn't that speak well to the man?
I don't know. I mean, I've never understood the desire to buy someone a gift. Like I've always, I mean, I feel like it's a waste of money. I feel like, if there's something that they need, they can probably buy it themselves. Like, why don't they already have it? The only thing I have a niece now. She's like 4 years old, and
She's not buying her own stuff. Wait,
no, but I feel the desire to buy things for her. So she's the first person in my life I've ever met that I'm like, oh, I get it. I want her to be happy. I want to give her things. So I don't know what that says. Maybe
when she turns 8 or 9 and can go into a store by herself, that'll be it. Is that the perspective you have on generosity? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe she's just I just care about her more than anybody I've dated. But maybe it's just because she's small, and once she gets bigger, I'll be like, you're on your own. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Although I mean, I remember when I was little, I like in grade 5 or 6, there was this girl named Sky who I really liked in my class, and I'm like, I'm going to really impress her. I'm going to take the $100 I have or whatever, and I'm going to buy her something. So I went through the Consumers Distributing catalog, and
I remember those.
I was trying to find the jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't think I ever actually bought her anything, but that was my fantasy. I'm going to buy her something and impress her. But I haven't really, in between her and my niece, I haven't really had the desire to. Maybe. I forget what the question was. But,
no, but are you hoping that maybe Sky is out there right now listening? Is that your, well, to say I would have got you this had I been able to?
I guess, and that way I get the credit for it, but I still have saved the money. But no, I mean, I met her. We had a little grade 6 reunion a couple months ago, and I don't know, was she there? I think maybe she was there, but I know she's got kids, and everybody's got kids and married. That's the problem.
But
me, yeah. I've kind of, I mean, the women my age and the ones I know and that I used, a lot of them are getting divorced now, so they're on their second round. But I don't know. I kind of feel like I still want that magic person who I'll be their first, their first love and everything. Like I feel like, do I want to get somebody divorced? Not that they're spoiled goods or anything, but it's kind of like.
You mean like you want to get somebody who has been divorced, not get somebody divorced, not like kind of prompt a divorce.
No, I don't want to get someone divorced. Well, I mean, if it's like who's a famous person I would want, like Julia Roberts or something. Well, I think she's single. I can't think of somebody who's married that I want. But yeah, I guess that would be exciting. That would be a big challenge and stuff. But then I wouldn't want them because I don't want someone who's been divorced. So that would be kind of unfair.
And then when you get past Christmas, Josh, you get toward that February 14th day, that Valentine's Day thing.
Oh.
Is that a more cruel day, or is Christmas the Christmas season more cruel?
Yeah. Well, no, I think. Well, yeah, it's you don't want to be taken on February or like on Valentine's Day, because again, Valentine's Day is kind of like a New Year's Eve. Girls, if they're single, they really want someone, right? Mm-hmm. So that's prime. Like Christmas, if they're single, they're with their families. You're not going to get anybody, but if you like the hunt, if you're like a guy, you want to be available for February 14th, first of all. And second of all, yeah, you don't want a girlfriend around then, because then you gotta buy them things. Like, what's the point? Like, the point of
You seem to be pretty anti-gift. Is there any kind of message in that for you, perhaps, around being single and being anti-gift at the same time? Would you see a connection, perhaps?
Yeah, I should probably make a little chart here. I could probably figure things out a bit.
Yeah, trying to help. Trying to help.
Yeah, no, I appreciate. Or yeah, well, have you you've had girlfriends and stuff?
A long time ago. I mean,
Okay.
I happen to be married. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, well, you're doing something well. So maybe you could
I
do
have.
a little.
I think. Yeah. Do you want advice? Would be buy people things.
Ah.
just a thing.
But then
It's worked in the past for men. Yeah.
Doesn't that mean then they like you because you bought them things? Like, it's not a real love?
I think we're fine with that.
Yeah.
Generally
all right.
speaking, I think we're prepared to look past that. It is if there's this patina or this appearance of it, then if it's related to the gifts, yeah, well, whatever. Okay.
It's all this game.
Yeah, I know. It is a game.
Right.
All right. Well, look, have a good holiday season, Josh. I mean,
Yeah, clearly I'm going to.
I hope no. I'm sure there are calls pouring into the station right now, going like, let me.
Yeah. Who's this guy?
No. But let me, like, how do I find him? He seems so in need of having. Anyway, so you never know.
That's what I mean. Who's this guy, and how do I find him? Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm on Facebook, ladies.
Yeah, Josh Rackless.
That's probably another thing you shouldn't do. Call people ladies. All right, I'll make a list. Thanks.
Yeah. There's lots of things you shouldn't call people. Anyway, but good to have you on the program. Happy holidays.
Thanks, and call again anytime. I've got lots of time on my hands. I'm alone.
Seemingly.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh Rackless, you're listening to Roundhouse Radio 98.3. I'm Kirk LaPointe. Back in a few moments.